Hello and welcome to day 4 of the Formula One Monaco Grand Prix event. We are starting this event basically where I left off the other day. Now, this one's similar to another stage where we have to do a minute 10, and something happens to me unexpectedly. That's a surprise. And I'll show you another one here. I was quite dumbfounded at that one, and this happens. Now some of you know exactly what's happening. I'm off track. No wonder this stage says, don't go off track and don't get damaged. I thought, off track? There's all these walls everywhere. So I didn't realize I was cutting off track a lot of times. So that's very important to know that you're going to watch some of this. And sometimes we can take advantage of that, and sometimes we can't. Obviously, over the first 3 days, I was taking advantage of that like crazy. So, timer didn't start yet. That little bump didn't matter, but now I've got to change my trajectory into the first corner. There we go. You can take 2 tires off track, you just can't take all 4. Actually, you can take 3 tires off track if you want to. That's pushing it, but you can do it. The only thing that matters is if all 4 are off track. If that happens, you will fail the stage. So there we see that I bumped one wall, I did a nice skid on another one. We'll see how this is going to affect my time. Let's see how I do this. Oh, that was pretty good. I'm getting happier with that corner. That was one of my worst corners. I was having trouble there. And I still have trouble with the last 2 corners, but I'm getting better. Watching my off track. See, now that I've been taking that wrong, I'm a little bit nervous about how far to push that. Same with this. I was taking this full throttle. Got to be a little more careful. But they really take a funny line through that. So you can still do a nice overtake there. Oh, that was nice. And then this. Okay, hey, actually lots of time on my clock. Okay, well that's nice. Not a worry. Didn't have to do any tuning increases so far, but of course that's going to happen at some time today. And we'll see what we got paid for that race. There we go, we got a first place. Okay, so the times are increasing. The pace is increasing. Well, that sounds kind of fun. However, starting with cold tires is not very much fun. So, like I said before, 0 tires when they're cold is substantially different than 0 tires from degrading. Like 44% and I was still sliding like crazy. 0% degraded tires and I'm great. I'm purposely sliding a little bit because you can get a lot more heat in the tires when you skid. Whereas the opposite's true when you have degrading tires. Skidding will degrade them way faster. 95%, oh yeah, at this point it basically just drive it normally. Okay, so the timer doesn't start until you cross the start-finish line. So you can drive this really aggressively if you want to, or what I found in my first couple of takes on this is that I was encountering traffic at times I didn't like. So I'm going to stack him up a little bit and then have a nice clear track in front of me. Hopefully I don't encounter very many bots because this is not a lot of time if you get caught up in traffic. Like I was doing laps quite a bit faster than this, but if you get tangled up with a really slow bot, this isn't very much time, especially if you get tangled up with a bot when you're going through a tighter winding section and you just can't overtake him. Like if I'm encountering a bot right now, it's a problem. And I'm getting very close. Oh, that was interesting. But I don't mind if I don't think I'll be catching this bot till I'm exiting the tunnel turn and heading to the chicane. So there's the turn in the tunnel. Here's the chicane, and there he is. Okay, so now I'm into a couple of sections where there are some nice spots for overtaking. So I'm not worried. Right here, I think I might get an overtake. Oh, that was a tad bit aggressive. Possibly even illegal. And oh, I overbraked that one. But lots of time on the clock. Nothing to worry about there. Yep, that's a nice clean pass of that one. Alrighty. And working my way up to another driver level up. I keep buying gold when it's available, buying the gold level ups. Now this next stage has a glitch in it. I believe it's the same glitch we saw in the British Grand Prix event. So I'm going to let this start, then we're going to fast forward to the end of this. I do nothing wrong, I meet all the requirements. And look what happens when I cross the start-finish line. No green banner, it fails me. You take a picture of that time, 2:02.954. We've got 1:10 to finish this lap. That's a joke. That's piles of time. So here's the glitch from the British GP. If you finished your fastest lap before the bots were registering their times, you got disqualified. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get near the end of this lap, and then I'm going to waste some time. I'm just going to park it for a little bit, and then I'll take my run to the start-finish line and have my wonderful lap. So I'm going to stop before the last turn, because I need to cross that start-finish line with a nice pile of speed. And I wouldn't mind getting some guys out of my way first. Ooh, that's not very good. Come on, man. Gotta quit scraping those walls. But still, like I'm saying, 1:10 to finish a lap from where I started it. That's a joke at this point. We were already doing a 1:08.750 or 1:08.75. So I can let this guy get away here. So let's just see here. Park here for a little bit. Not too long. Oh, I still could have parked longer, but I thought it said something about don't get overtaken. Anyhow, obviously this is it. I'm going for it. All right, and hopefully I don't. Well, I'm going to encounter him. Maybe he's going to get in the way, because I don't know how fast I need to be. Here's the other problem. It's not really doing the fastest lap. I mean, it's really weird. It seems to add up my whole time, but it doesn't show me anywhere what the fastest lap is. You know, usually it'd be showing us, oh, this bot got this time, oh, that bot got that time. Well, maybe I just missed it, but I don't see any of that happening. And if you check the speeds at the end of this race, they're including the partial lap, except for Hamilton, who obviously did not do the partial lap, because that's impossible to get the time that you see him getting. My Hamilton was around 1:15. You can't do almost 2 full laps in 1:15. It doesn't matter what you're driving, that's impossible. So there's nothing here saying anyone's finishing their laps, right? Let's see. Nope, nothing showing up. So hopefully I pass this time. And let's see, what's my time going to be? I'm going to bring up that other time. 2:02.954, 2:07.973, and I pass. But that's slower. So, unfortunately, the answer is slow down if you're failing that stage. All right, so now that we have that out of the way, it's another one where you have to set the fastest lap, and we've got more tuning to do. Let's see, current PR requirements 122.7. It magically jumps to 122.9 when I buy Principal XP, which is messed up. And oh well, I mean, I'm not going to really care about this right now because I do plan on maximizing my tuning and my Principal XP anyways, but it's just not working right. Now again, we've got to warm up these tires because they are junk. And I really don't want to have to do, let's see. Oh yeah, we just have the out lap, and then the next lap is where we have to set time. Okay. Well, this lap's going to be a disaster, so I don't think I have to worry about the bots finishing after me, because I'm going to be substantially behind them. I don't even know if I encounter any bots here. Anywho. And some other people, back to some steering stuff. I was talking about this on stage 3. People were suggesting I should increase my steering sensitivity. Honestly, I wish I would have thought of it. That's a really good idea to try. Again, by the time I was getting those suggestions, before I put up video 1, I was already done stage 5. But then I have piles of editing to do. I've got to sleep, I've got to work, etc., etc. It takes me at least 4 times as long to make a video than it does for me to just drive the stage. Here I'm doing the same thing. I'm just creating a gap. I don't want to have the same stupid thing where it fails me because I finished too fast. So this next lap, I'll be fast. But my overall time, I drew it out a little bit. And if I set the fastest lap, I get first place anyways. So hey, that's kind of cool. Another suggestion that some people had was to actually use your steering assist. And steering assist, in a lot of situations, won't get you in trouble. There's only a handful of tracks where it can be a problem. There are some really good time trial drivers that use steering assist. Some that are better than me. So for me, I just can't drive with steering assist anymore on most tracks. I find I just end up fighting it. It just throws off my flow. So Indianapolis Speedway, Daytona Speedway are the only places you'll see me using steering assist. There it helps to smooth out a little bit of the inconsistencies in steering, and I can carry more speed. Okay, so I tagged one wall badly, tagged that a little bit. The rest of this is pretty clean. So I still think I'm going to have a good lap. I have no clue. It's not showing me anyone else's times, which is what it should do. Okay, there we go. So that one allowed me to pass. Yeehaw. Oh, and that didn't count my outlap that time. Huh, wasn't that interesting? Okay, that's the end of stage 4. Thanks for joining me today. If you like what you're seeing, I ask you please subscribe, and let's get working on that last stage. I'll get it out to you soon as I can.